You're going to want to find people that not only have a nursing license, but they have pediatric experience, people that have some home care experience. Hi, welcome to Pivot and Profit with Priscilla. So, you got approved for your license. What's next? So, I want to talk about the next steps you're going to need to take once you get your licensure approval. One, let's talk about branding. It's very important that you have a website and you have legitimate information about your company. One thing that not only your clients and your employees are going to do is the first thing they're going to do is go to your website. They're going to want to see if you're legitimate. They're going to look up your licensure, possibly, but they want to see if you have a footprint on the internet. So have your website up. Make it professional looking. Talk about your business. Talk about the GAP program or the program that you're affiliated with and how people can sign up and get in contact with you. Have a social media site. Even if your social media site just starts off with your logo, um, pictures of your office, and possibly just pictures and information about the program and how people can get signed up. Let people know that they can find you on social media and find your website. Next thing you want to do is set up an account on Indeed. I've tried a number of employee search engines and companies that will help you find nurses. I've paid a number of these companies. The most consistent thing I have used is Indeed. Indeed allows me to post specific ads in the areas that I need to post them in. Because one thing about being in Georgia and living in the metro Atlanta area, you can sometimes get clients that could be a distance because of traffic. So you want to be able to post ads in the areas where your clients are going to be. So set up your Indeed employer account. It's a specific type of account where you can post ads, you can search for employees. They have a subscription program where they let you directly search resumes and pick out resumes of people that have the experience you're looking for. You're going to want to find people that not only have a nursing license, but they have pediatric experience, people that have some home care experience. I tend to search for people that have been in home care because that's a different type of nurse. Some nurses only want to work in hospitals or facilities. So looking through a resume that has home care experience can be important to finding a good caregiver. The next thing you want to do is set up an account with QuickBooks. I handle my bookkeeping and my accounting with QuickBooks. It's the easiest software that I've come around. I did start doing my payroll with QuickBooks. I've now pivoted to doing my payroll with ADP, but I still have my bookkeeping and my accounting with QuickBooks. The reason I switched my payroll to ADP is because I wanted to give my caregivers and my nurses some autonomy. They're able to log into ADP and get their pay stubs. Because my nurses are hired as 1099 contractors, they can work under their own personal name and social security number, or they can work under their business name and their EIN. And sometimes I would have nurses start under their personal name and then they would set up an LLC and work under their EIN. Well, ADP gives them the opportunity to go in and make those changes themselves. And that's not a responsibility that I have now. The next thing you want to do is find a good CRM system. The system I use is called SwiftOps. I love SwiftOps. When I started in the business, I had a consultant basically help me set up a paper system. So there was paper for everything. One of the requirements is that nurses take daily notes. So every day that a nurse goes and sees a client, they have to check off the tasks they completed and they have to leave notes. Those notes are used for recertification. We have to supply 3 months of nursing notes to recertify a client. Those notes are looked at during your audits. So to have those notes in a huge binder is just cumbersome. It's expensive paying for paper and printer ink. So I wanted a software that would allow me to transport all of that online. My nurses have an app. All my caregivers have access to this app. On their phone, they can check off their tasks. They can leave their daily notes. They can go in and make complaints. They can make reportings. They manage their schedule. Everything they do is done on this app. The app also allows me to manage my clients. My clients have their own section in the app. So my registered nurse who goes in and does supervisory visits, she can do it in this system. She can do her nursing assessments for new initial clients in this system. My It also allows to help you with billing, which is going to be the next thing we will discuss, but it also has a client portal system. So my clients moms can go in and look at the schedule for the nurse. They can go in and leave notes for me. It has its own messaging system. Swift Ops, I started with Swift Ops at the beginning of this business, and I have stuck with them. They make consistent updates. They have 24-hour service. If my nurses are having a problem with the app, if I have a question, I could call the phone number and talk to somebody, or I can go online and chat with somebody 24/7. It has been the greatest management tool for everything that I have going on. So I definitely recommend Swift Ops for small businesses, and Swift Ops billing system, they charge me based on the number of hours I bill for. And this is beneficial because when you start off, you might not have a lot of clients. So having them charge you based on the amount of hours or clientele you have is almost perfect because the cost kind of grows with you and it doesn't overwhelm you in the beginning. So, finally, the thing you want to do is learn the billing system. I, right now, am a Medicaid provider. So I bill through Medicaid. Medicaid has separated the billing system. Medicaid, you will bill your skilled hours. Skilled hours are your nursing hours. They are hours completed by a registered nurse or a licensed practical nurse in the what they call GAMIS, the Georgia Medicaid billing system. Those hours are billed there. Your unskilled hours are billed in an entirely different system called TELUS. Your unskilled hours will be your hours completed by a CNA, certified nursing assistant, a PCA, personal care assistant, or through parent pay, where you can pay your parents to take care of those hours. Those are all unskilled hours and they are billed through TELUS. Each of these billing systems can be complicated. I am going to make a later video and provide other resources that can help you understand these billing systems, but it is going to be very beneficial for you to understand how to bill and how to get your money. Because if you build these things wrong, they will deny you. And it does take time, energy, and effort to get reimbursed. And that is something you do not want to wait on. Billing is pediatric program has a 1 week turnaround. So as long as you get your billing in by Thursday, you get paid that next week, Thursday. So it's very important for you to know what you're doing in that system so you can get paid on time, so you can pay your nurses and your caregivers. So these are all things you're going to want to get set up once you get your licensing so you can get ready and get rolling and start taking in your clients. I hope this was helpful. Stay tuned and sign up for our newsletter so I can give you more tips and resources on the information you're going to need to start building your business. Thank you.